I grew up in a lower middle class family. I never met a lawyer. I was the first in my family to go to college. When I graduated from law school and took a job at Legal Aid, I was involved in some cases where I learned that the legislative process had a big impact on everything I was doing. It was still pretty much male-dominated up in Carson City, and the folks who had the power, the leaders, the high-powered lobbyists, they were all men. Being the first woman in the history of the state to become, as I did, the Speaker of the House, is to gain the support of your colleagues. I'd like to think that I changed people's lives, whether through the law or through my years in the legislature, creating good policy.
Growing up in the migrant family, traveling for 10 years, Mexico, Texas, California, and Washington, seeing the struggles that the family went through, sometimes in the labor camps, traveling miles and miles to go see a doctor that sometimes wasn't there because the small clinic was closed. But the more I talked to people in the community and I heard about the lack of education, information, access to health care for women, and when I saw that, I just thought it was a calling. There are women that we find in apartment complexes that don't even know what a pap smear is. The work that I do today with Planned Parenthood reproductive health is something that I've always been very passionate about. Like my grandson says, when they ask him, what does your grandma do? And his answer is always, she's saving lives.
Las Vegas is, depending on who you're citing and what research you're looking at, anywhere between the top 3 and the top 7 destination cities for human trafficking. They are sort of trafficked through what we call neighborhood brothels. So they're brought into Summerlin and all the nice gated communities in this town. I'm one of the founders of Bamboo Bridges. Bamboo Bridges is a Pan-Asian organization that seeks to address violence against women, and we see it as a spectrum issue from dating violence to sexual assault to domestic violence to human trafficking. That there are barriers there, whether they're linguistic or cultural. If you need help, you go to other family members, you keep it in the community. And so reaching out to a stranger is just sort of culturally not practiced. I think women are always at the forefront of any movement to address violence against women.